The Birth of Beauty by Elinor Dunlop, published in the May 1912 edition of The Path magazine, read by Dave Marsland of Cardiff Theosophical Society. The Path was an official magazine of the Adyar-based Theosophical Society, published in London. The Birth of Beauty. All great artists live intensely, for to live intensely is to live spiritually, whether it be for good or evil. What do we mean by spiritual? Was this word invented to express a distinct state of consciousness, which could only be experienced by the few at a certain advanced stage of evolution? Or is it an integral part of all that exists? In the earliest aspect of atomic life, death is unknown. The life current flows unimpeded from cell to cell. As above, so below. The highest spiritual consciousness mirrors its pure being in the enduring life of mineral and precious stone, in the uprising of the immortal sap which year after year renews the life of physical nature, in the diffusion through separation of the protozoa, in the tides of emotion we call courage, fear, loyalty, revenge, which, flowing through tribe or nation, cause them to act together as one man. In the philosophic world, the world of thought, this spiritual current unites men into sects, schools, religions, and fraternities. In the realm of imagination, ideas unite all living souls into one divine brotherhood, welded together in love, which is but another name for spirit. There may be further shores to reach when these perilous seas are safely crossed, isles of joy and peace, where we shall realize in fullest measure ideal beauty. Many seers have explored these spiritual isles, returning with the light of spiritual wisdom. Such are our servants, our ministers. We find them in the byways of life, and on the high roads also. One of them has said, "As long as we love, we serve." Another cries out, "Bring me my bow of burning gold. Bring me my arrows of desire. Bring me my spear, O clouds unfold. Bring me my chariots of fire. I will not cease from mental fight, nor will my sword sleep in my hand, till we have built Jerusalem in England's green and pleasant land." When the spiritual fire descends from the dawnland to redeem men, it is felt by the individualized centre as fullness of life, intense emotion, clarified vision, in a word, expansion. To feel intensely is to touch reality. Great joy and sorrow, temptation and resistance are the footsteps of the King. When thine eye is single, thy whole body shall be full of light. This is the divine path of rectitude, leading straight to the sun of our being. Ideas and forms are only beautiful insofar as they are spiritual. This secret is known to all great artists who vivify their medium with beauty's radiance. Without spiritual insight there can be no creation. These thoughts were blown through my mind by the spiritual wind of Rodin's genius, whose masterpieces are hewn out of inert blocks of marble by the spiritual force of imaginative insight. The hand of God, eternal spring, the inner voice, thoughts, name but four of these revelations of Rodin's soul. All Rodin's later work reveals a slow upward urge of divine nature moving into manifestation. Untold ages of experience and reflection have fashioned the physical universe to its present semblance, but civilizations with the continents they inhabited have disappeared into the unknown. Still, our green plant Eros moves steadily forward in the solar pathway, obedient to the law of her being. Man, the microcosm, is also moving forward, being continually guided to where the young child is born by his star of destiny. Every conception which is safely delivered on earth has been previously born in the world of reality which glimmers behind the veil. Why must the artist, be he painter, poet, sculptor, or musician, descend with his gifts to men, who so often crucify the givers and reject the gifts? May it not be the very law of his being thus to give, being a child of the sun? To return to Rodin's work, we read in a beautifully produced book written by Camille Mauclair on the life and work of his friend Auguste Rodin these words: "The intermediate tones in painting the radiating surfaces in sculpture are the same as the nervous radiations noted in photographing a hand, where it may be seen that the fingers are prolonged by radiations. Nature being limitless, art, her handmaiden, must learn the secret or else remain lifeless. All Rodin's outlines possess an effluence or halo. He has endowed his brood with an etheric form. This inner life shines through marble and bronze, much in the same way as the soul gleams forth from the eyes of a friend." This amplification of surfaces was known to the Assyrian, Egyptian and ancient Greek artists. Rodin says, "I invent nothing, I rediscover. I do not imitate the Greeks, but put myself in the spiritual state of the men who have left the Greek statues. Sculpture is the art of whole and lump. Ignorant people, when they see close-knitted true surfaces, say, 'It is not finished.' No notion is so false as that of finish, unless it be that of elegance. By means of these two false ideas, people would kill our art." In the Middle Ages, art was anonymous. The masons and sculptors who gave their lives to beauty never thought of engraving their names upon their works. Who built the ancient temples of India and Chaldea? The pyramids of Egypt uprose from 1,000,000 lives. The cathedrals of Europe, the round towers and crosses of fire, are silent monuments to the inner urge of expression which nothing is strong enough to resist. The joy of creating is only outdistanced by the joy of giving, and both are dedicated to silence. To be a Freemason is to hew form and beauty out of the living bedrock of truth by means of the chisel we call love. No work can satisfy the soul unless it possesses both depth and volume. Exteriors, flats, surfaces, conventions, creeds, weary us with their inane pretense, lay figures in the place of palpitating life, stones instead of bread. A glance or a smile may emerge from a background of such deep emotion that it will illumine the pathway of the future. A smile or a word he hath spoken wrought flames in the other man's heart. And so today is thrilling with a past day's late fulfilling, and the multitudes are enlisted in the faith our fathers resisted, and scorning the deeds of tomorrow are bringing to pass as they may, for its joy or its sorrow, the dreams which were dreamed yesterday. Art, like love, is a realization whose essential is union. A poet means in Greek a vivifier, who brings to birth ideal beauty through the intensity of his spiritual vision.